Good evening. Welcome to the Town of Smyrna Beer Board, March 3rd meeting. We will go ahead and call the meeting to order. And first, we will start out with our Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Start out with citizen comments. Amber, did we have any citizen comments?
No, sir, none tonight.
Okay. Hearing none, we will move on to review and approval of minutes from the February 3rd meeting. Minutes were sent out. Were there any questions or revisions to the minutes that anyone saw?
No.
I wasn't here.
Okay. Hearing none, we'll open the floor for a motion regarding the minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept them.
And I will second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Next, we will move on to old business. I don't think there was any old business. Okay.
No, sir.
So with no old business, we'll move on to new business. And at this point, we'll open the floor for public hearing. And today, we have one applicant for Taco Station Corporation for an on-premises permit. And is there a representative from the company? Okay. If you would come forward and state your name and your position or role with the company.
Okay, my name is Anna Ledesma, and I'm the owner.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for being here. So if you would, just kind of tell us a little about the company and the on-premise application that you're applying for.
Just a lot of customers are asking me like if I sell beer, so I was interested in getting the permit to start selling
Okay.
in my place.
How many employees do you have?
3.
3? Mm-hmm. And it looked like in the application, you're the only manager, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about what your process is for identification verification, for age checks for identification?
We only have one person up front that does like the orders, so that
Okay.
would be the person checking the ID for like the customers.
And who would that be?
That would be, her name is Elizabeth. She's
Okay.
the one that works with me all day.
So more than you would be checking
Or-
the IDs
yeah,
though, is that correct?
I'm there on the afternoons, and she's in like in the mornings till 5.
Okay.
So what are your hours?
From 10 to 9. And then Friday and Saturday, we close at 10.
So are you wanting to serve beer in a bottle, can, or draft?
A bottle and can.
Bottle and
Yeah,
can?
no draft.
Okay.
It's a little place, we don't have space.
Tell me about your parking situation.
The parking, we
Yeah.
we don't have much parking,
No?
about 4 cars.
And I'm assuming that if I were to come on site or an adult beverage, I'd be sitting under the shed? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And this is your first business?
No, I have one in Lebanon,
You have one in
but that one is a restaurant. It's inside.
Okay.
How will you make sure that your lunch crowd, for instance, doesn't come in, get a beer, and then get back in their vehicle and leave?
We wanted to serve like the orders like for when they eat there on like a tray, and like the to-go orders like a different way. That way we know they're gonna eat there, you know.
Understood, but let's say I finished my order, I finished my lunch, and I since there's nobody actively watching the parking lot, I get back in my vehicle with the beer that is open.
You mean versus like a closed restaurant where there's a door and someone at the door kind of a thing
But sort of.
monitoring the in and out?
Yeah.
The thing I was thinking about is like, do you have a server that's gonna actually bring it to the table? Or are you just gonna hand them to them with their food at the window? Because then you can't really tell if they're gonna leave or not.
Correct.
We can serve like it at the table, because it's gonna be like a tray, so we're gonna have to bring it to the, where they're gonna be sitting at.
How many tables do you have?
3.
So you have 3 tables and 4 parking lot spots?
I mean, you park like 4 cars.
And does that include the employees' vehicles?
No,
Okay.
At your other place, do y'all sell beer?
yes.
Is it a, oh, I'm sorry. Is it a sit-in restaurant or is it?
Yes, yes.
So it's a different setup than what you get?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess my concern is people who would come and since you have no one actively watching that parking lot, it would be easy for someone to
To drive
sneak a
away.
beer out. And at that point, you're in violation of your permit for an on-premise.
Okay, I understand.
Or if the weather's bad or if it gets cold? I mean, you can't be easy to leave.
Okay.
So do you have somebody outside with the people, just checking to make sure nobody leaves? Because I know you said you only have 3 people, and so, what does that look like? Like, somebody's in the kitchen, somebody's in the,
In the,
Right.
like, where they take the orders.
and then where's the third person located?
To just like helping around on whatever they need.
How long have y'all been open
4 years?
at that particular spot?
Yes.
And how do you feel about being able to monitor people of passing out the alcohol? Do you feel like y'all will be able to?
Yeah, well, I would be more there, you know. My husband too, he said we would be like more careful, you know, because,
Do you have any minors that work there?
no.
And y'all never got in trouble for selling to a minor or anything at your other place or anything?
No, no. And I'm almost 2 years on the other place.
So what would you say if I came and got food to go and said, can I have a beverage, an adult beverage?
I mean, we're not allowed to sell to go.
Do you serve your food now in trays or is it to-go trays?
To go.
So you would have to change your protocol.
We have like the little baskets
Uh-huh.
for like when people dine in, and like they sit.
I think the concern is, if I'm hearing sort of everyone correctly, is the ability for someone to possibly order a beer, go sit down for a second, but then leave. And so I think that's what some of the questioning is around the monitoring of that area to make sure that nobody is leaving.
Yeah, I understand.
And I mean, I'm gonna be real about it. If somebody wants to go get a beer and leave, they can go to a gas station and get a beer and leave. So I'm not going to hit you over the head with that, because if somebody wants to get a beer, they're going to get a beer and they're going to leave the grocery store, whatever they're going to do, and they're going to pop it open. So we can't just kill her on that.
Sure. I think it's just a matter of policing it a little bit more, not, I mean, just watching, that area a little bit more carefully.
And again, we don't want you to get in trouble, so
Yeah, I know.
if they leave, then that's a problem.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, other questions for the applicant?
I don't have any.
Okay, hearing none, we will open the floor for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Okay, we have a motion. I'll second. So we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Opposed.
Nay.
Okay, so we have 2 for and 2 against. So I will defer to,
Will need to be a majority of present and voting members in order
Okay.
for it to pass or be permitted.
okay, so at this point, the permit is
It's denied.
denied, okay.
Well, I'd make a motion that we postpone this vote until we get the chair lady back, and then we could,
When we would have an odd number for
Yes.
determining a majority?
yes.
And you're able to place reasonable conditions or restrictions on the permit that would facilitate, the purpose of the permit, and that would be allowable if there are any issues that could be addressed by, reasonable conditions and restrictions that would be placed on the permit.
So, just for clarity, what the vote typically has to be a majority. And we have a 5-person panel. Unfortunately, one was not able to be here today.
Okay,
So it's 2 for and 2 against.
okay.
Ben, a little more clarity on that, if you wouldn't mind, just as far as, aside from what Ben's possibly recommending here about deferring
Deferring, yes.
until next month for the application.
We could, it would be by motion, someone to assert a motion to have it deferred until the next hearing.
Okay,
That was my motion.
okay. So we have a motion to defer the application until next month's
Yes.
meeting. Okay, any discussion or questions about that from the board? Okay, all those in favor for deferring?
Can we get a second to that motion? To
Yes.
defer?
Oh, sorry, yeah, we need a second to defer.
It
Okay.
would be one of y'all want to stop it. So why y'all don't? I mean, I don't want to stop her from getting it. So
It would be
that should one of-
at this point, I guess the options is either a denial or a deferment till the next.
Correct.
So there's,
And I don't want to
There's
deny
no-
her today.
So what happens if you deny it? Could she have to wait how many days?
She would have to go back through the application process again from the beginning.
Including the
Which
fee.
would include another application fee, so.
I second to defer it, yeah, so we can
Okay,
get a fifth
so we have a
person.
motion and a second for deferral until next month's meeting. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. So we're going to defer until next month, until we have our 5th board member
Okay.
available, and so we'll have you come back for the March meeting, or excuse me, the April meeting,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
At this point, we'll open the floor for any other new business. Okay, hearing none, looks like we need to set the date for that April meeting. The first Monday in April, I believe, is April 7th. Will that work for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be our next meeting, will be Monday, April 7th. Reports of officers, committees, or staff?
None from me.
none.
Okay. With that, that covers the agenda for this evening. We'll be looking for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion
A second.
and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. We are adjourned. Thank you.